Are you looking for something to write and a place to sell it? Well, we've got you covered. All right, we're back again. We are going to be doing more calls for submissions, and fortunately, Alan's here to help.
Hi again.
Distract me and make this more fun. So, just as a reminder, these calls for submissions are what the publishers put out when they want some submissions of some sort of theme. And of course, for me, I think that really adds to the ability to create. It gives me kind of a jumping point. And that's what Alan and I are going to do, is we're going to be creative.
Yeah.
Of sorts.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go with creative.
We're going to go with creative.
Yeah.
All right, so the first publisher is What Really Happened. That's the name of the publisher. What Really Happened.
What Really Happened? Oh.
What Really Happened.
Okay.
All right, they have a call for submission out. It is due by July 31st, so that's coming up really quick. They have a firm maximum of 7,000 words for short fiction, and then flash fiction under 2,000 words. So they have both categories. If you write something shorter, you can submit that for flash fiction. And of course, the genre is speculative, so they're fine with fantasy, horror, science fiction.
So anything you want.
Pretty much anything you want.
All right.
And then what they're asking for, their theme is pick a famous incident or an unknown one, or make up your own and let us know what really happened. I mean, we're not saying it was aliens, but... So that's what they said.
Elvis really isn't dead.
That's not new, though. We all know that.
Yeah, but it's a good example.
Where is he?
Everyone can relate to, right?
Where is he then?
That's a good question.
Okay, see? That's not helpful.
Yeah, well, no, it's not, because it's been done to death, right? Like, he's in my basement. I don't know.
But this is a fantastic prompt, I think, right? This is a fantastic...
It's really broad.
Well, yeah, and fun, right? You can take anything. All right, I mean, so for instance, you've got the moon landing, right? And you've got all the people who are like, no, that was totally staged by the government and fake, and they have sets and everything, right? So you could do something like that. You could take your favorite incident, maybe the JFK assassination, or maybe, something else. Maybe you could do something more relevant, more...
What if you do it from the aliens' perspective about us? What? Wow. Right? What would the aliens think?
I think
what
that...
really...
No,
happened?
I think that kind of goes away from the...
That's too far?
Yeah. I mean...
I don't...
We normally go pretty far. Yeah, but I think that's too far. I think they really want it so that we can be we recognize it from our point of view of something that we've seen done. So, what recently has happened that we could write about?
What really? Gosh, I don't know. No politics. That's not funny. That's not fun.
Well, and
politics aren't fun.
And that hurts your chances to be published. So you never know what
no politics.
The political leaning for the publisher might be. And if you're not on the right side of it, then they're just going to reject it.
Yeah, this one's pretty hard. I need a theme.
That is the theme. What really happened?
No, I mean I need a more specific theme.
Oh,
you're the guy that comes up with good ideas.
Disasters. Let's go with disasters.
All right. What's a recent... I don't watch the news because it's depressing. So what's the train derailment?
Ooh, yeah, okay. So the train...
There was one in Tennessee, I think, wasn't there? Or Pennsylvania?
No, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
All right. 40
Wherever
cars derailed. Yeah. So
tragic.
Very tragic. So we're not making light of that at all. So what really happened?
It was really a kid in his basement working on his train set, and it derailed, and then he derailed.
Somehow
it just blew up.
Somehow he's developed like voodoo trains. Is that what you're saying?
Voodoo
so
trains. So
my train.
That's good, right?
Voodoo trains. Right?
This kid is evil.
He's evil, right? He's the upcoming next villain. And from now on, any train disasters, and he could do all sorts of... It's all his fault. And he could any disasters coming up involving trains, all he has to do is remodel his train set, right?
Yeah.
Put little signs up. Pennsylvania. Welcome to Pennsylvania. Kaboom!
With this diabolic script etched into the bottom of the train, some sort of evil satanic ritual.
I don't think so.
No,
okay.
All right,
I'm not.
so
I'm
maybe-
not feeling that one. Let's not do the train disaster then. Let's do
Okay.
something else.
See, maybe we shouldn't make fun of tragedy.
And that's true. So
But that's good though. I like the whole.
we are sorry.
Voodoo is good.
We are sorry for any of the
Yeah,
loss of
you know
lives
what?
and everything.
Awful.
Yeah, that is awful. So let's not work on something that is so horrible.
Realistic. We need something fake.
Maybe we shouldn't do disasters.
Yeah, maybe not. We joke around too much to do
Yeah.
something that actually where people got hurt. It can't be
Okay.
something where
Okay.
people got hurt. That's
Well, you need to pick a group that you can make fun of with impunity. So let's make fun
Well,
of the
we
Hollywood strike.
oh, we already took out politics, and that's such an easy thing to make fun of. I mean,
How about the Hollywood
reality
strike?
is a comedy
So
with politics.
we've
Just
got
saying.
we've got the writer strike and the actor strike coming up, or in way already in process. So what really happened to spark all of that?
A love affair. Was it?
I don't want
Is
to
that
write.
too much?
Well, I don't want to write romance. I want to write something fun.
Love affairs in Hollywood are comedy. Come on. That's comedy all the way.
Okay, so
Because we read about it, and we're
I
like,
think-
"Are you joking?
no, I
For
think
real?"
I think we go back to your premise of aliens. So I think that the whole writer's strike is part of an alien plot, and so then we have the Greens, right, and the Greys. So Hollywood's been invaded by the green and the gray aliens, and they're not agreeing on terms, and that's what the fighting is all about. In fact, all of
Greens
Hollywood.
and grays. You know what? They never get along.
Yeah, I know. Can't we all just get along?
Are tentacles better than than digits? It's
Okay.
maybe it started as a
And wouldn't that explain why the quality of movies in the last few years have gone down? Because the aliens,
oh yeah,
they
have no idea.
Yeah, they're-
you know what? They're not creative.
they're not creative. They're crappy
Yeah.
writers. So
Yeah,
the reasons why we have all these movies that have come out that have flopped is because the aliens have been taking over. So Hollywood has been taken over by aliens, and that explains the whole Disney fail and whoever else is failing.
the repeated Disney fails.
Yeah,
It's just fail after fail.
Yeah.
Do you think they would? Do you think the aliens would learn? The aliens at Disney don't learn.
they're the
They don't learn.
they're the Greys.
They're 'cause
They're the Greys. They took over.
they
They
have
just
no color.
have no
They're
sense of
just
humor.
Gray. Just gray. They take things that are colorful,
And then drain the
And
life and
make
fun
them
out of them.
blah and gray. It's a hit on their planet, though. The Gray Planet, Disney's huge now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the
Aliens.
new content, so that new content for the aliens in space, Disney's doing really well. Unfortunately, Disney doesn't have a way to capture them. The money flow
Yeah, right.
from
There's no money in space.
intergalactic movie sales. So they're missing out there. All right, so there's our silly idea for that. The aliens have taken over Hollywood, which explains why we have so many horrible, horrible movies coming out recently. Yeah, how do we end it?
Well, you need some human interaction. Like maybe one side is aliens and the other side is the writers are the humans, and they stage a revolt. That's what it is right now. It's not a contract thing. It's a revolt, right?
Okay.
And they're
It's kind of like a Cold War.
exactly.
It's a Cold War.
It's a Cold War.
Between humans and
Cold War
aliens.
over writing. Yeah. See, and the humans want good stories.
Okay.
but the aliens are gray. They just can't do it, you know. So
maybe Tom Mission Impossible. What's his name? Tom Cruise.
Cruise, yeah.
Yeah, we have him as the center of it, and he's leading the effort by the humans to take back Hollywood because he's had the two big.
Tom Cruise is good.
Yeah.
You know, he's not too tall. He's hot. Can I say that without ruining my masculinity?
It doesn't bother me. Just scoot a little farther away. Okay, so there we go.
There you go.
There's our idea.
Tom Cruise. It's a Tom Cruise movie.
It's a Tom Cruise movie, so it's gonna
sell.
It's gonna make bank.
So it's gonna be good. It's gonna actually,
great.
because Tom Cruise knows how to write good movies.
Our second call for submissions is by Planisphere Quarterly. Hope I pronounced that right. The due date is July 31st. Their pay rate is $25. Oh, I forgot the pay rate for what really happened. That is royalties. So they are going to give you a percentage, and I didn't look it up. I mean, so it might be like 8% of the amount that they make from it as your royalty.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that'd be standard. So, but this Planisphere, they're offering you 25 big ones.
$25.
$25. So that is well below pro rate, just so you know that. Word limits between 2,500 and 4,000 words, and the genre is fiction. So they really...
That's really broad, too.
Yeah. So their theme is I am. The theme is metamorphosis, where the main character is changing into something. Any interpretation is welcome. Wow. Any interpretation.
Changing into something. That's every story. Well,
doesn't that seem like a
good story? It should be every good story, not the gray stories.
Let's get off the gray aliens. We're not
saying,
bringing them into this.
But change is part of every good story. Like you want your character to change, right? Learn something.
Right.
What is it called? Growth.
Right. That's what we want in life too.
But this is fiction.
But
so
I think
fake change.
I think they're talking more like Metamorphosis by Kafka, where he turns into a big bug. Didn't you read that?
Or like the guy I literally just watched the Edgar suit guy yesterday. Men in Black. The Edgar suit where he changes.
I don't know that that's the same thing, because that's not really him. That's his skin being worn by a bug.
Well,
so
it is an Edgar suit.
In Metamorphosis, he wakes up one morning. The main character wakes up one morning, and he is a big bug. So he is changed overnight, and that's what they're talking about. So, I mean,
that'd be really inconvenient,
right? And obviously, if we're writing it, it's a comedy.
It's got to be.
So what would be really funny for someone to change into? And here's the thing that's intriguing to me is they're like, any interpretation is welcome. I mean, to me, that feels like a challenge to come up with a really crazy interpretation of change.
What if it's like a slow change? You know, they wake up one morning and they have a bunny tail. And they're like, what the? And then progressively as it goes, right? You know, all of a sudden they have a bunny nose. And they've got to continue their work as an IRS agent. Okay. Maybe not IRS. Because
doing audits.
Yeah, right.
Doing audits with that, that nose thing.
Itchy nose.
And their ears start getting longer and longer.
Craving carrots.
I don't know that that's going to be a good story. It's funny to talk
you're
about.
Probably right. Yeah, I don't know if they could put. I don't know if that one's a good story.
All right, so I mean, how
Set
can you
the scene then? Let's have.
How do you interpret a change? Right? I mean, is there really any? Change. You're just not going to be the same.
It can be any change.
Right? You could change physically into something else. You could Okay. I actually have a good idea. So, what if you change into someone else inside? And the story is all about that change, right? So you wake up and you're whoever you are, and as the story progresses, I don't know, maybe you read about someone, and then you find that you are slowly inside, mentally becoming that person.
But not replacing them. They're still in the world. And you share thoughts. You can hear in your head what they're thinking and saying.
Right?
Right?
That'd be good.
Right?
That'd be good. See, that would be a different interpretation.
It's
And
your ex-wife. Can you imagine?
so that would be horror. We would do.
It would be horror. Bullet in the head, man.
That's just too dramatic. I don't know that I could write.
Okay.
I can't write that one.
But a famous person.
A famous person. That
Elon
would be kind
Musk.
of fun.
You're all of a sudden Elon Musk. You're changing into Elon Musk. Or who's somebody flamboyant?
I think Kevin
Liberace.
Bacon. I think you should be turning into Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
We could call it 1 degree a separation from Kevin Bacon. Or whatever that.
1 degree.
Right?
I like that title. 1 degree.
1 degree.
The first degree.
No, 1 degree.
1 degree.
1 degree.
You know what? It's good. It's good.
Okay, so there we go. So our story is going to be about how our character becomes Kevin Bacon on the inside.
Right?
Yeah, and then there'll be a lot of... seriously, though, that would make a good story. And
like it.
We did Kevin Bacon. That would be funny. But you could do... maybe you're doing like Jeffrey Dahmer, or you're doing... I don't know. Maybe you want to go political.
Wow, yeah,
you're becoming Joe Biden or Donald Trump, depending on...
We weren't doing horrors. That would be terrifying, right?
I mean, whatever. I mean,
why is my mind going? I don't understand.
I know we said we weren't going to do politics, but I think that could be kind of an interesting one. Well, there's a lot of interesting people out there that if you were becoming really that person, yeah. And there's a lot of direction you could go with it. I mean, so if you were seriously becoming that person, maybe you would really know what they were thinking and doing, and
you know what, you could have a lot of really good growth. Like, it could be a serious story where maybe you're becoming someone from your past that you idolize. Like you're like an old relative who had better standards. Like maybe you're a cheating liar or whatever, something like that, and then you turn into this guy who is the exact opposite of you.
Yeah, okay,
for
and that
a better
could be,
change. Right?
And so what I was thinking is along that line. So what if you are getting glimpses of what they're actually thinking, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because
and
feeling, right?
Yeah.
And you get you understand that they are planning a horrible thing, right?
Oh,
like
that's good.
Like that will kill hundreds or thousands of people, or bombing. I mean, whatever the case may be.
That's good.
Right?
I like that.
And so you have these moments that you're lucid, that you're yourself, and you're working against that. And eventually you just fully embrace the mission. Right?
Gosh, so you're going to bomb someone?
I didn't say I was going to bomb someone. I said
I mean the character.
Well, that's just an example. No, I mean, it might be something else. Maybe if you're one of the presidential candidates, I don't know, you're going to...
That could be a seriously frustrating movie, which is good movie making, right? Because you would go to people, eventually you'd go to people and be like, I keep having these thoughts and they keep coming true.
Yeah.
I mean, so everybody's like, you're crazy.
That's what I would go with. The character slowly becomes this other person that they're opposed to. Yeah. And he embraces the thing that they originally are against. So,
yeah,
I like that.
There's so many ways you could go with that.
Yeah, that's really a good one. So, yeah, that is Planisphere Quarterly, Planisphere. You can look them up, and you can submit. That would be a fun one. I mean, that you could get some serious stories there.
Yeah,
you could really do something really good with that. All right, so that is going to be it for this episode. We're going to do another episode that should show up next week because we want to give it a little bit of time for you to be able to write these up and send them out.
Yeah.
All right, until next time.
Take care.